Yes, now bless now people. Don't forget to rest now. There's ROCKSTEADY, King of the Pit TV, signing in. We just listened to MIRV, or the MIRV record, Feeding Time on Monkey Island. Never come across this record, never come across this band. It was recommended by my very good friend Gary via the Patreon. He says, bro, you gotta check this record out. And I did. And what a bag full of ideas and elements and ways to portray your traditional guitar rock band. The production was pretty good. The instrumentation was very good. The songwriting is up for discussion. So, 16 tracks on the record. I mean, what could we break it down to? Let's call it... I'm going to count the first track as a tune. I'm going to count it as a tune. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Call it 13 tracks. 3, very brief filler tracks to sort of lead you in. Introductory, potentially. If not, interlude style tracks. Lot of ideas. So, I'm going to be half and half on here. I do want to praise the record, but there's a heap of criticism I've got. That being, you don't know what you're getting. Alright, first and foremost, you don't know what you're getting. Creative artistry and exploration and expression is fantastic. I'm more than up for that. I don't hate nobody for that. But as a consumer, as somebody who's listening to the record, I want to know what I'm getting. And I want to know if I'm going to enjoy the act as a whole, or I'm not necessarily going to enjoy them, and then we can call it a day, plain and simple. That's my first opinion. The instrumental, the technical capabilities of the band was absolutely pristine. Really good band. Tight drummer. Fantastic prominent bassist. I mean, the bass on the record is like overwhelming. In whichever way you want to take it. It's very powerful. Powerful to the degree where it just it drowns a lot of other elements out. But if you like a bit of bass, no one's complaining, you know what I mean? If you've got a nice system, you'll hear it. You will hear it. My biggest problem with the record, it sounds like the frontman's taking the piss. It sounds like he's having a laugh. I feel like I'm listening to a joke when I hear some of his just like random blurts, and it's just sort of like, let's just add this effect on the vocal just for the sake of adding the effect. The vocal line ruins the record. If we had a straight, serious frontman who was putting a bit of work in, this record could be completely different. It could be something incredibly special. But with that frontman just sort of having a laugh through essentially the entirety of it, it became a problem. It was problematic. So that's my biggest issue with the record. That's even worse than, the fact that we haven't really classified ourselves in one particular genre. It sounds like we're listening to an act jam and mess about as opposed to putting a record together, So comparatively to what I tend to listen to on this channel, this record, nah. And I can approach other albums and other bands by saying, oh, this sounds like a jam band, as opposed to like get in the studio knowing everything rehearsed, everything is written and composed prior to coming together as an act. That's fine, but these dudes genuinely just sound like they've just sort of come up with a couple ideas and the frontman's freestyled over half of it, and that makes it cheap. It sounds demo-esque in that regards. And that's my personal opinion. I'm not going to rate the record. I'm not going to rate it out of 10 like I normally do, because I don't want to slate it too hard, because I do appreciate the instrumental, but I don't like novelty music. Or if it's novelty, I want, I don't want it to be laughing at me, at my expense. I feel like the frontman, is just sort of, he's laughing at my expense as I listen to the record. But instrumentally speaking, it was tight as nails, really talented. They should ditch the frontman, get somebody else in, and just compose some proper music. Let's see if there's a Wikipedia page for this record. If there isn't, or if there's no substantial information, I'm going to leave that there. That was recommended on the Patreon. Respect to my man Gary. I'm going to move on to a bit of, I think it's Elliott Smith he's put forward next, which I'm looking forward to. But if there is a Wikipedia page and something substantial worth talking about, I'll see you there, people. Peace.